Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, Arav and Abhinav. Arav, just send me the syllabus also, which is going to come for your exam now. Good evening, Moksha.
Ma'am, I have to restart my laptop, so can I leave? It will take 4 to 5 minutes.
Okay, no problem, Abhinav.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Anja. Children, turn on your video now.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Vega. Turn on the video, children, so that we can start.
So, ma'am, at what time the class will get over?
It will get over today by 6:40.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So last time we have started with the advantages and disadvantages of the vegetative propagation. So today, now we'll be starting
Good evening,
with,
ma'am.
good evening, Sumuk. Now we'll be starting with the types of vegetative propagation. So different types are there. Okay, there, yeah. So different types of vegetative propagation are there. The first type is the natural one, and the second one is the artificial one. So as the name say, naturally something we are doing, and the artificially we have to put our efforts for it. Okay. So naturally is like, taking the stem and just keeping it in their stem or through the root or through the buds and all, the plant will grow. But when it comes for good evening, Shubhansh. But when it comes for the artificially, we will be doing all our efforts. In the case of natural, the nature will be doing it automatically. The root will cut out and then starts growing. The stem will cut out or the stem will start growing to form the new plant. But in the case of the artificial, we have to cut with the node and the internode part, and then we have to insert to the soil. We have to give water to the plant, and then slowly and gradually it will develop. So that is what actually the natural one and the artificial vegetative propagation. And under this also we have the different types. In the case of the natural, we have by the roots how it happens, by the stem how it happens, then by the leaves how it happens. These are the three ways we will be learning. And in the case of the artificial, we will be learning about cutting, layering, grafting. Fine. So three ways we will be learning for both the things: stem, roots, and leaves for the natural methods, and for the artificial method, cutting, layering, and grafting. Children, turn on the video. Why your videos are off? You can turn on the videos. Yes, Abhinav, Aryan, Sumuk, Shubhan, Shurya, turn on the video. Moksha. Okay, so let us start. I hope my screen is visible to you. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so our next topic is, not method actually, I'll just change it to types of. So, types of vegetative propagation. So two major types are there in this category. The first one is the natural vegetative propagation, and the second one is the artificial vegetative propagation. So two methods, natural one and the artificial vegetative propagation. Now in this case of the natural also, what is there? The three different types are there. The first one is by the roots, the second one by the stems, and third one by leaves. So three different methods are there under the natural vegetative propagation: by roots, by stems, and by the leaves. And for the artificial, again, three are there. The first one is cutting, the second one is layering, and the third one is the grafting. Fine. So this flow chart we will be learning in a detailed way. So note this down, then we will be going to the next one.
Ma'am, did you explain anything before this? I just joined now.
No. Just this only I've explained. So note this down. We will be going one by one to all. Done, children?
All right.
Hmm.
Wait, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, 1 minute.
Ma'am, what is the third type? Third
Grafting.
type,
Grafting.
ma'am, in natural
By
vegetative
leaves.
propagation.
By leaves.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, starting with the first one is the natural vegetative propagation. Propagation. So basically, this is a kind of method where asexual reproduction method, asexual reproduction method, where new plants will be growing from which part? New plants are produced from the which part? What are the example of it?
Roots, stems, leaves.
Very
And
good.
leaves.
Correct. So from the vegetative part, like the roots, stems, leaves. So new plants will be produced from the vegetative parts of the parent plant, such as stems, roots, or leaves. So through this method, the new plant will be grown. Now let me complete this, children. So I'll give you time. Okay, just let me complete this. Now talking about the types and examples of all these methods of the natural vegetative propagation, we are talking the first one. Just wait, let me start with the stem first of all. We'll be starting with the stem. In the stem, we have the different methods. The first method in the stem is with the help of the rhizomes. Okay, the first method is with the help of rhizome. Now, what is rhizome? See, children, I think you might have heard this word or not, but rhizome, stolons, tubers, bulbs, corms. Have you ever heard this word?
Yes, ma'am.
So these are basically the modification of the stem. Okay. So I'm going in a little detailed way since they keep on asking the board exam for the examples. So, but you should also know the definition. Okay. So rhizomes are basically what? They are the underground horizontal stems. What they are? Underground horizontal stems that grow parallel to the soil surface. So they will be growing parallel to the soil surface and they produce new shoots at their nodes. So wherever the nodes are present, there they will be producing the new shoots. So the main quality of them is they will be growing underground and they are the horizontal stem. They will be growing parallel to the soil and they produce the new shoot at the nodes. Now yeah, tell me.
Ginger.
Yeah, very good. Ginger, like the ginger. So examples, ginger, turmeric, haldi, like we say it as haldi, right? So ginger, turmeric, they are a good example of it where they will be growing, the stem will be growing horizontally parallel to the soil and they will be producing the new shoot at their nodes. Now, second one are the stolons. These stolons are also called as runners. Okay, other name also you should learn. So they are also called as runners. Now, what they are the horizontal stems that grow above the soil surface. That grow above the soil surface and produce new plants at their nodes. At their nodes. Now, in this last case, what happened in the case of the rhizome? They were growing horizontally and underground. Whereas in the case of the stolons or runners, they are growing above the ground, but they are also horizontal. They are not vertical stem. They are the horizontal stem. And for them also, the new plant will be growing at the node position. Now, any example, any one of you tell me?
Potatoes.
Potato stem grows horizontally? No,
Carrot.
right? No. So basically, I think strawberry. You might have heard the word strawberry. So strawberry plants, they have the horizontal stem and their stem grow above the soil. Fine. And the other plant is also there, which is also called as a spider plant. I'll show you the picture of these plants, children. Maybe after this, I'll show you. So see, if they ask the difference between both, that is rhizome and stolons, you can write the difference also now. In the case of the rhizome, they are the underground horizontal stem, whereas in the stolon, they will be growing above the ground and they are also horizontal. Now, going to the third one are the tubers. So just now, I think someone has said the example of the potato. So basically in the potatoes, the tubers will be there. Now, what are tubers? They are the swollen underground stems. What they are? They are the swollen underground stems that store nutrients and can give rise to new plants from their eyes. So, from their eyes, what do? They will be giving rise to the new plants. Like example, potato. Potato, then you have
Carrot.
the yam. No, carrot is not the example of this. So, potato and yam. So, write this first of all, the three. I'll then go to the next one.
What about beetroot?
Beetroot is yes.
Ma'am, can you show the before page?
How can stems be underground, ma'am? Isn't it root?
No, they are the stem actually. See, it is not important that always the stem will be, thin, the green in color. It is not important. Like if you have seen the potato plant, in the potato plant, the stems will be inside only. When you go, I don't know whether you have seen or see, when you take out those potatoes, you have to dig actually, inside the soil. And initially, when you start digging, you will be getting the stem, and then later on, you will be getting those potatoes actually out of it. Done with this page?
Wait.
Yes, ma'am.
Examples are very important, children, for this.
This class is till 6:40 now.
Yes. Any doubt? Arav, Abhinav, Yanija, Siddharth, Moksha, Dhairya, Dhriti,
No.
Puriya, Rizwana, any
No.
doubt?
No, ma'am.
And if you learn children, these given notes itself, it is very much sufficient. They don't go beyond this actually. So we are learning in such a way that if you learn these notes, you will be able to score full marks in bio. The only thing is diagrams you need to practice. If they ask you diagram, you should know how to draw.
Ma'am,
Okay, everybody has done this rhizomes.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
um,
Yes,
um,
yes, ma'am.
Go for the second
ma'am,
one.
1 minute.
Okay, 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 okay.
Done, ma'am.
Go for the second one. Runners over stolons.
Done, ma'am.
All have done?
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Go for the next one.
Ma'am, these are not horizontal stems.
The tubers?
Yes.
No, they are not horizontal stem. They are the vertical stem.
Ma'am, then what do bananas come under?
Banana does not have actually this thing, that this method, natural method.
Doesn't banana grow in the same way as ginger?
See, no. See, growing the banana has a different way. You can grow through the root also, the stem also, you can take the flower also, and then you can grow it. It depends upon which method you are following it. And that is artificial method, not the natural one. Natural means automatically it is happening. We are not doing anything in that. But in the
Done,
banana,
ma'am.
we have to cut the part of it and then we have to grow it. And appropriate conditions, the climate and all those things we have to maintain by them. Okay, so we'll go to the last one, the fourth one here, which are the bulbs. I think this bulbs
Now,
you
what
might
is
have
the
learned.
second example, ma'am, of
Ma'am,
tuber?
onions. are-
Yeah, correct, Kashmi, correct. So bulbs basically, they are the underground storage organs. Underground storage organs consisting of a short stem surrounded by fleshy leaves. So you all are eating the onions, right? So basically, that onions you eat has what? Has you might have seen in the center, small the hair-like structure, right? In them, they are what? They are the stem for them, okay? And the outer side, like the center one, the complete onion, are the bulbs part of it. So if you take that bulb part and if you grow them, they can grow into the new plant.
Ma'am,
Garlic.
Yeah, correct. Garlic is also a good example of it. Garlic is also
Lily.
grow with the same method. Yes, lily also. So these are frequently asked in the board exam, whatever the examples I'm writing. So onion, garlic. So underground storage organs consisting of a short stem surrounded by a fleshy or scales. Done?
ma'am, I sent your question in chat.
Okay. No. Sweet potato and what is the other name she has asked for? Sweet potato and the beetroot. Puriya, what are they? They are the root or they are the stem? First of all, you should know that they are the root or they are the stem. So talking about the sweet potato, basically they are the root. Okay, so by the roots, they will be, by the adventitious roots, they will be growing. Fine. Sweet potato is example for the roots, not for the stem. Same goes for the beetroot, carrot, beetroot. They're also what? They are the roots, not the stem. Though the name is given their root, but they are the stem. Done. Shall we go to the next one? The next one is through the leaves. Just a minute. So, the leaves. In the case of the leaves, what happened? The buds are formed along leaf margins. The buds are formed along the leaf margins, which later give rise to the new plant. I think in the previous classes, we have discussed about the example also. The example, very good example, is the bryophyllum. Almost like every year they ask for the 1 marker this question to write the example by which the leaves can grow. From the leaves, the plant can grow. So what happened in this bryophyllum plant? There will be the leaf like this, okay? The leaves will be like this, and on the margin of this plant, and on the margin, or I can say on the sides or the margin here, the new plants or the new buds will be formed like this. Fine. So on the margin of this leaf, the bryophyllum leaf, the small buds will arise. And when these buds, for example, these buds, they fall down here, somewhere on the ground, what happens? They start growing now into the new plant. So that is why this is an example over the leaves. Because from the leaves, actually, the buds are falling down and they are growing into the new plants. There is one more thing you might have heard, like about in the leaves only, we will be counting them as called as
Could you
offset.
show the previous page?
Yeah, just Aaron, give me 1 minute. Okay, let me complete this. So just now, I think before some 3 to 4 minutes before, I think Abhinav has given the example of the lily. So water lily, basically, they have the offset. What is offset? They are also the leaf, basically. So they are the small bulb-like structures that develop at a base of the parent plant. So whatever the parent plant will be there, they will be forming the small bulb-like structure. For example, the water lily. Example, water lily.
Ma'am, can you show the next page?
This page or the next page?
Next one.
1 minute, ma'am.
Okay. I didn't complete it. Learn the correct spelling of bryophyllum, very important.
Completed, ma'am. Done, children?
Wait. Done, ma'am.
Okay. So, 2 methods we are done with. So I'll show you the first of all pictures of all, because pictures will be giving you more clarification and it becomes easy for you to write in the exam also by looking to the picture. So in the first one, rhizome. So see, ginger rhizome will be looking like this. Fine. So when we are taking the ginger out, they will have this kind of structure on the above of the ginger. And they are what? They are the rhizome for them. Then turmeric rhizome. Yeah, these are the turmeric rhizomes. So you can see in this picture, this green color part, green color structure see coming out. Then the next one are the stolon, which are basically the runner.